Hey everyone, this is Janet DeVogue and welcome to the Herbal Minute. Today I want to talk about dry cough. All of my recommendations are not meant to be medical advice. We are just pretty much talking about natural therapies and food therapies. So let's get into dry cough. We're in the middle of the flu season and a lot of people are building their herbal medicine cabinet. And I've been building my herbal medicine cabinet for over 20 years. And so many of you may not have many remedies, but that's okay. And even if you don't use them, a lot of the remedies will last 2-3 years. So if you don't use them this year, stock them away, and you may need them later on, and then you don't have to reorder or stock up for next year. So with a dry cough, we are in the middle of flu season, and from all the research I've been doing on the coronavirus, one of the first symptoms is dry cough. And a dry cough can be very annoying. It can be persistent. It can last for days. It can keep you up at night from sleeping. And so instead of grabbing these cough medicines with acetaminophen, I choose to go more natural. And for those of you who are interested in that, this might be helpful for you. One thing is that acetaminophen, a lot of the cough remedies have them now, is really damaging to the liver, especially if you use them over and over again. So hopefully some of these remedies will help you, as they've helped my family and myself. The first thing is with a dry cough, it's very irritating. You often cannot sleep. It happens all day long, especially maybe at work or maybe later in the afternoon and evening hours it's really bad, or sometimes in the early morning hours it gets really persistent. So it's like a barking cough, usually like a high-pitched barking cough, and it's non-productive. So nothing is coming up, you have no mucus. And a lot of times this can be related to stress. If you have a lot of stress, you could get a dry cough or a dry throat in the middle of the year in the summer or the early fall. So it doesn't even have to be flu time or winter time. So these remedies are very helpful for year-round. This is what we call a dry condition, and we want to use mucilaginous herbs to wet the body, more or less. So in my Herbalism 101 class, we had to learn about all the properties of herbs. So they're either cooling, they're heating, they're drying, or they're mucilaginous, which is kind of like wetting the body. And so it's good for any dry condition in your body. And in the summertime, we're in the heat. It's often dry air here in Wyoming. It's windy, it's cold, and it's dry. It's a perfect environment for dry conditions. So some of the suggestions that I have, which I have connected here down below, you can click the link, and I have the whole protocol, everything you need, how to order the herbs, and so it's really simple to do, and you can click on that if you want. If you don't want to listen to this, just click right to that. The first thing is reduce stress, because the adrenal glands a lot of times are connected to a dry cough, and we can talk about adrenals later, but there's definitely a connection to that. Lots of rest and sleep. Especially in the wintertime, we need that. Our immune system needs the energy to heal and fight off all the invaders that we see and touch and are exposed to every day. Run a humidifier in your room, either in your office, near your bed, in your house. You can add, the herbs that are really helpful for a drying effect are eucalyptus, thyme, and one of my favorite remedies is, one of my remedies you can get on my website is an essential oil called Breathe Deep. It has a combination of essential oils, and you just have to put 3-4 drops in the humidifier and let that run. The next thing is drinking lots of water, half your body weight in ounces of water. Stay away from cold, okay? Warm, hot water with a little bit of lime or lemon is really helpful. That way, the coldness tends to cause a stricture in your throat and a spasm kind of, and so it will cause more dryness and spasming and coughing. So stay away from cold as much as you can. Drinking clear broths. I love bone broth. Bone broth is amazing. I make it myself. Usually every week I make a bunch of it and keep it in the fridge for a week. And it's very high in calcium, and calcium is very healing to your immune system. And it's called the Knitter and the Healer, and I'll probably have a post on that about just calcium in general and how to get more of it naturally in your body. Here's another one of my favorite ones. It's called licorice root extract. It's called licorice squirt. So say you're at work, or you go to maybe a favorite movie, or maybe the opera, or some sort of production, and you start the coughing fit and you can't stop. Have that licorice root in your purse, in your pocket, wherever, in the car, in your office. Literally take it, 2 squirts in the mouth, let it kind of sit under the tongue, and just swallow it. You can also put it in a little bit of warm water and do it like a shot. That is amazing for slowing down that crazy dry cough. I've used it over and over for many years. Used it with children, adults, works well. Now be careful, please check with your doctor before doing this. If you have high blood pressure, diabetes, or a heart condition, there can be some contraindications. That is going to be your responsibility to do that research to see if it's right for you. But for many, many people, it's very safe and a great way to go. Herbal teas, I'd say go hot, go warm with your liquids. Choose teas that have ginger, thyme, marshmallow, and I'm not talking about the kind you roast, I'm talking about marshmallow root. Those are really great for soothing and giving you a mucilaginous effect, the wetting effect. Steam therapy, excellent as well. You can do several times a day. I'm talking a hot shower, a hot bath, going into a steam room, or in steam inhalation, where I have a recipe, you'll see it attached here. Hot boiling water, you put your herbs and you put your essential oils in it, put a towel over your head, deep inhale for 5-10 minutes. That will help give all the mucilaginous effect. Great for lung issues if you have a dry cough, okay, very healing. I have a natural cough remedy syrup here in this link below as well. I love it. I use it all the time before bed, several times a day. It's excellent. So you can check that out. There's also an herbal remedy that I really like that I always have in my medicine cabinet called marshmallow and fenugreek. Those 2 herbs, you can look up the research on them. There are lots and lots of case studies. Very mucilaginous, very healing to dry lungs, dry throat, dry cough, dry body. Okay, so in the wintertime, it's a nice one to grab, and just keep that in your medicine cabinet. Grab it when you need it. Or if you're dry all the time, it's safe to take every day. But with all of these remedies, look at the recommendation on the bottle, how much to take and what's safe to take. Look at your medications, make sure there's no contraindications there. So more or less, those are the remedies that I'm suggesting for dry cough, the most annoying thing especially in the middle of the winter, or to keep you from sleeping. You can get all of these herbs and supplements and essential oils at 45% off, up to 45% off on my website. There is a link there as well, and I'll put it in my Facebook page below. And if you do the free membership, if you buy $40, you get a free membership for a year, kind of like a Sam's Club. So, and a portion of those proceeds will go to our daughter's DeVogue Girls Citizenship Fund. For those of you who know our story, we've been stuck in the United States immigration system for over 16 years, accrued about $150,000 of debt, and we adopted 2 baby orphans from Mexico 17 years ago. And you can check out our Facebook blog called 3 Girls and a Dog if you want to read more about our story of how we had to do exile to Mexico. So I hope this helps you with a dry cough. I'm looking forward to seeing you again for my next Herbal Minute. And stay healthy and have a great weekend.